The Australian one-day team has arrived in the UK on their quest to win their third and final Champions Trophy, with the ICC announcing that the 2013 edition will be the last.
We certainly do know what's required to be able to have the success here, even in 2009's Champions Trophy. And we didn't have the best team compared to what it was a few years before that, but we ended up winning it. We pulled together as a team and performed really well throughout that tournament. So in the end, if every individual is able to put their hand up when it's required and the situation's required for this team, I think we certainly know the English conditions well, and we know what it's going to take individually to be able to contribute. So if we're able to pull together as a team, then I think we'll have some more success again.
I think the most important thing is, for our team anyway, is that we are as well prepared and ready for that first game like it is the final. I think in such a short tournament, it's hard to build momentum through the tournament to get to the final. I think you need to be in peak form come that first game and just run with momentum through the tournament.
I think conditions are going to suit us, or the Australian side, a bit more than it will the subcontinent team. So I think we can, I guess, take a little bit of an advantage through that. But obviously we'll face England in our first game, so they'll know conditions more than we do. So look, we're going to have to be on our game and adapt to conditions as fast as we can. And I guess that the team that is the quickest to respond to conditions and adapt is probably going to come away with the win on the day.
The key to success is going to be how we execute our disciplines, without a doubt. You know, we learned some harsh lessons here last year now in the one-day tournament, played exactly the same time of the year. What we learned was that it's very much test match lines, it's test match lengths, it's very much test match cricket. It's cold, it's damp, the two new balls are very dangerous. You know, you can strike with them when you bowl, but when you bat, it is pretty dangerous. And we learned wickets in hand at the back end of the innings is the way to go. So we've got to make sure we get our disciplines right. We set solid platform with the bat. We've got wickets in hand to go at the back end, and then really make those new balls work for us when we bowl.
With Shane Watson choosing to stand down from the vice-captaincy role after the VB Tour of India, Michael Clarke has a new right-hand man in this tournament, Tasmanian George Bailey.
My relationship with George is fantastic. He's a wonderful fella and a great player, and has been very successful in this format for Australia over the past couple of years. So I know he's excited about this opportunity. Like I say, I think he's a fantastic guy and he'll do a great job. He's got a lot of experience.
Watson continues to play a leadership role in the team, supporting Clarke and Bailey with his experience.
The thing that I've always dreamed of is have the opportunity to be able to play cricket for Australia, and whether I'm vice captain or captain or whatever, it's just a dream to be able to be a part of the Australian cricket team and try and contribute as much as I possibly can to be able to have the success that we all want as a team, but also as a nation as well. So look, that certainly hasn't changed.
After a break from bowling, Watson rolled his arm over during the IPL and says he is now back to full capacity and looking forward to being a true all-rounder again in the Australian setup.
Certainly when I wasn't bowling, it made me realise how much I do miss bowling, and how much I did miss not being an all-rounder. So I'm going to be doing everything I can to be able to bowl as much as the team needs me to.
No doubt, I'd like him to be able to bat and bowl. I've made that very clear to Watto over a number of years, and I think his goal is obviously to be back bowling as well. He bowled a little bit in the IPL, and I think he's bowling slowly getting, I guess his workloads are slowly getting there. So an ideal world for the Australian team is that Shane Watson's batting and bowling.
While the Australians are adamant their full focus this month is on the ICC Champions Trophy, it's going to be hard for fans to not look ahead to the upcoming Ashes, also in England.
I think it's time in the middle for me as a batsman. I think the more I can get out of batting time in the middle, and obviously scoring at a nice strike rate as well, because in one-day cricket you've got to be striking at 100. So if I can get the time in the middle, pick the gaps with the ball and use those conditions and the overcast conditions with the swinging new ball, I can take that focus into the Ashes.
So I think what it allows us to do is get used to the conditions. I know one-day cricket is different to Test cricket, but playing in this climate, playing on these pitches, getting used to being in the UK, I think is fantastic preparation leading up to the Ashes as well.
If we can win one-day games of cricket going into the Ashes, it can really boost your confidence. So hopefully we can start off the Champions Trophy well, and then lead in the Ashes and hopefully put on some real good performance early on.